Good evening, everybody. I'm actually just finishing up a vehicle search here on a traffic stop that I had performed, and the vehicle took off into an alleyway and tried to turn around and got herself boxed in. So she's in custody and we're doing a vehicle search. Looks like she's got some LSD and several bags of marijuana, a poisonous cobra snake, and a bag of shoplifted goods. So we'll go ahead and charge her with the evading, which we've already done that arrest report, as well as um, driving on a suspended license. We also wrote her a citation for her speed, which was the initial reason for stop. Um, we'll add charges of possession of marijuana, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of stolen property, as well as possession of deadly weapon for the hatchet and the machete to her charges. So go ahead and request a 1031 for the vehicle. George 515, need 1031 for the vehicle, please. Abby Thompson's her name. You can see here she got the evading arrest and the driving while suspended. She's been previously charged or cited with speeding under 15 on May 21st of 16, and for parking on an intersection in January of 15. Today she was cited for speeding under 15. We'll go in, we'll add an additional arrest report for possession of marijuana, possession of LSD, and 2 charges of possession of deadly weapon, 1 for each weapon, and a possession of stolen property for the bag of shoplifted goods. George 550, I'll be clear here, transporting the female to the precinct.
Our shit's so underground, we have
If I didn't have this 1015 on board, I would have totally stopped this bus for running the red light back there. But we're transporting our prisoner, so got a couple car alarms going off. Whoops. Hit the back end of the bus.
Dispatch calling Unit 111. Citizens reporting solicitation in Textile City.
God, I love my country. Qué mamada.
Ocean 1, we can get that.
Excuse me.
Roger.
George 550, I'll be 10-8.
Why can't we hang out some bullshit?
What else?
Hey! Hey, buddy! Hey, man! Hey, I bet I know why you're calling. Come over next week. You know how I feel about dress shopping. I'm totally getting laid and shit. There is delivering that
All
liquor
units,
to
we have a possible disturbance on Meteor Street.
George 550, show me en route.
really know.
That's gonna be him standing there on the other side, so we'll just double back here.
Can't we move it along someday?
You're my bitch now.
Sucker!
Bitch ass!
Fucking prick! Come on, throw!
George 550, taser deployed, taser deployed.
My turn, motherfucker. Hey, how's it going?
Ugly ass chip, what's wrong with you?
We are code 4. No further units required.
George 550, 1015 with one.
1015, suspect in custody.
Alright, so he failed to provide a breath sample as far as the alcohol, but we did get a sample on the drugalizer showing cocaine. So we'll go ahead and attach a battery on a police officer, a simple assault, and a public intoxication charge to him. Mr. Miller, his license are expired, no priors. Violent crimes is going to be battery on a police peace officer, and then assault on a public official. And then public intox for the non-violent crime. George 550, show me around to precinct.
Roger.
Got another one for you, Tom. Public intox and battery on an officer.
Another one of my cases got shit canned. Now how am I supposed to get overtime? I don't give a
10-4,
shit.
copy that.
I'm George 550. I'm 10-8.
Definitely.
Citizens reporting a public nuisance, a bicycle heading northbound on Los Santos Freeway.
We're gonna sit here in this lot and run traffic. It still says the speed limit's 25 through here, so let's see if we catch anything. I mean, it's almost as if they see the target. I swear, if I wasn't running radar and sitting here, cars would just be zooming by here. Here I am, though, trying to catch a speeder, and everyone's like, oh no, a cop! As far as leniency goes, I typically allow 5 miles over within the city limits, 10 miles over on the freeway and county roads. So usually I'm looking for 31 and above as far as speeders go. So that one's flagging uninsured, so we'll go check it out. We'll just run the tag and see if the flag is confirmed in the computer. If it shows confirmed, we'll initiate. 2803. Oh, expired insurance and registration to a Fabrian Rizki. His license are valid, but everything else is expired. So we'll go ahead and initiate a stop as soon as we get through the intersection here. We're actually gonna move into that parking lot over there. No! We're not, because apparently I canceled the traffic stop unintentionally, so let's pull into this alleyway instead. Okay, good enough. He'll hit the wall, but good enough. George 550 traffic stop. Vehicle appears to be occupied twice. It's gonna be on a Tornado 3
10-4.
24 X-ray Boys Zebra 293.
Units reporting a traffic violation in Mirror Park.
Flagged for registration and insurance. I'll be out with the driver. Good evening, sir. You know why I pulled you over today? Originally, the ALPR flagged you for no insurance, so I ran your plate first, and it's showing your insurance and your registration's expired. You have ID ID on your passenger, and then your license registration, please.
Let's see some ID, huh?
Why is your insurance expired? Okay, so why is your registration expired? No, sir, I can't leave you alone just for once. It's mandatory in the state of San Andreas to have insurance and registration, and it has to be up to date. Have anything in the vehicle that shouldn't be? No, sir, just a general question. I'll be right back. Hang tight for me. He's valid. He's not been stopped before. And I forget the passenger's name. So, Jessica Smith. Jessica Smith. Valid. Stopped 3 times. Never cited though. So, I'm gonna go ahead and create the citation for the expired insurance, expired registration, and then request a backup unit and a K9. So, and now I just kind of doubled up on that registration thing, but I accidentally hit add one instead of finish on that last one, so.
Assistance needed in Mirror Park.
Excuse me. Okay, way to run the lady over, officer. The one thing that I hate about this traffic stop backup is if you're pulled off like I am now, they literally will block the road to give you your additional unit. So I'm not going to worry about K9. We'll see if she got the same. That deputy there says she smells narcotics as well. So we're going to go ahead and run him through the drugalizer, see if anything comes up on him. If not, we'll cite him and let him go. And he's showing positive for cocaine. So we're going to go ahead and have him step out.
You moron.
Go ahead and place him in custody for the DUI. Mr. Rizky, you got anything on you that's gonna stab me? Poke me at all? A needle. I asked if you had anything on me that was gonna poke me, and you said no. So, way to lie to me, buddy. Things just got a whole lot harder for you. 3 grams of cocaine. So you've got DUI, drug paraphernalia, and possession of cocaine. I'm gonna go ahead and let that backup unit go since I've got one of them in custody. And then we're gonna check on her. See if she's got any drugs or alcohol in her system. Nothing as far as drugs.
Piece of crap.
Nothing as far as alcohol. Glad that there's an AI gunfight right next to me. Cool, guys, cool. So, anyways,
You idiot.
just doing this to get her out of the car. We're gonna call a taxi for her, get her on her way, and then do a quick vehicle search. More needles, some ecstasy pills. So, George 550, can I get a 1031, please? She had that meth pipe under the passenger seat, but since I already called the taxi, I'm gonna go ahead and let her off with that one. He, on the other hand, is gonna be charged with everything. The cocaine, the paraphernalia, 2 charges of paraphernalia, and then, because I totally forget now, I already searched this once, but totally forget now what, yeah, in the vehicle, okay, ecstasy pills was the other thing, so, we'll charge him with possession of paraphernalia, possession of the cocaine for the 3 grams, possession of pills, second paraphernalia charge for the used needles in the car, and then the suspicion of DUI. He'll be taken down to the precinct where they'll obtain a blood draw to validate the charge of DUI. But other than that, that's what we've got for him, so.
1015, suspect in custody.
City M 1015, I'll be transporting to precinct.
10-4, copy that. Attention all units. We have a reckless driver on West Mirror Drive.
So what I'll do here is I'm right across from the precinct, but I'm going to go ahead and run a traffic stop. Witness them blocking the crosswalk and proceeding to run the red light. So we'll go ahead and do the stop. Vehicles occupied once. We'll request an additional unit. Be on a red Huntley 43 Charles Tom Ocean 683 westbound Vinewood Boulevard, across from the precinct.
On Vinewood Boulevard. Assistance required.
I'll be out with the driveway.
Roger. We're heading over now.
Hi.
Good evening, ma'am. You know why I pulled you over today? Back there at the traffic signal, I caught you blocking the crosswalk because you almost ran the light, and then you proceeded to run the red light anyways. Do you have license, registration, proof of insurance for me?
ID, huh?
Miss Myers? Anything in the vehicle that shouldn't be?
Hello?
Alright, hang tight for me, Miss Myers. Been arrested before for looting, cited for failure to yield earplugs and racing. So we'll get her a citation real quick. First failure to stop at a signal.
You stole me a drink.
Get her on her way. And then I'll finish transporting. Alright, Miss Myers, I got a citation for you today for running the red light. Just make sure you're stopping at all the red lights in the future, okay? Have a good day. George 550, I'm clear.
10-4.
We were online. It's out of control.
We need backup.
Apparently the backup units are just gonna sit there aiming their guns at her, even though I already sighted her, and so.
Yeah, Dan. Fucking swag. Hey. Yes, this is him. I mean, retirement's only a decade away.
That is messed up.
Got another one for you, Tom. Possession. Couple different charges. There's the arrest report for you.
I think I'm gonna buy the retirement place now and rent it.
George 550, I'm clear that 1015's dropped off.
That.
You alright?
Attention all units. We have a possible burglary. A silent alarm triggered at 2043 North Conquer Avenue. Respond code 2.
George 550, show me a route to the alarm. North Conquer. We're en route to North Conquer for burglar alarm. It says to respond without sirens and investigate. So, we'll run code 2. Lights only. Might run code 2 high if we come up on a couple intersections up here. we're gonna go ahead and deactivate the lights. We're about 2/10 of a mile out, so nice. Nothing like getting hit head on by an AI driver.
Attention all units. Officers are at the scene.
George 550, I got a vehicle trying to flee. Struck my vehicle several times. Be out one at gunpoint. Gonna be in a foot pursuit.
Assistance needed on North Conquer Avenue. Units respond code 3.
LSPD! Don't make me shoot you!
We're on it. Roger, K.
Taser was deployed, missed her with the taser, but she tripped over that tree root there, so
Attention all units. We have a suspect placed under arrest.
we're gonna go ahead and take her into custody. Head back down here and see what's up. I guess the Sheriff's Department had a few units coming to that alarm too, because they were literally right around the corner, so. I mean, she really slammed my cruiser and pushed me down the hill there, because we were up there at that driveway. Go back into this driveway and then move her vehicle down and out of the way, hopefully free up some of this traffic jam. Nothing in the vehicle. George 550, get a 1031 for the van, please. Also, can you run the 28 for me? '85 Edward William Union 033. And you can show me out searching the area.
Edward William Union 033.
Leah Song is the owner.
A warrant issued.
Felony warrant for the owner, no registration. So, we're going to go ahead and continue to check the residents around here. Make sure there's no other persons involved. It looks like there is because there they go. Running, so got ourselves in another pursuit, and I'm not sure of the way out of here. So they are running big time, buddy.
We've got a code 99 in Vinewood Hills.
I've requested backup units, some of which are going up over the rocks, flipping on their way up. So we'll be in pursuit of this one on foot. Looks like I'm going to take lead. I must be the quickest here, but still not catching her. She must be pretty dang quick too. Oh, it's a he. Got a male subject, appears to be male, black, white long sleeve jacket, long pants. He just tumbled down the hillside.
Police! Stop whatever the hell you're doing!
Got him at taser point. Got one at taser point.
Attention all units. We have a suspect placed under arrest.
Alright. Got a second one in custody from the reported burglary. Now to get back to our cruiser that we're 10 million yards from. So, up over hillsides, down over cliffs, and everything else. I've not had to chase a suspect that far on LSPDFR in quite a while. Oh, good. It's always good to get hit by a car.
Jesus.
Go ahead and do a search of him, see if he's got anything on him, and then we'll continue checking around the houses again. Nothing on him, so. Go ahead and place him in the
Don't be
cruiser
a
as
dick.
well.
Just get in the car!
And then we'll get back to searching the residence. And bag containing high-value sports equipment. There's something else lying there. An expensive-looking ceramic jug. Almost said drug. So, continue checking the property. I don't see any evidence over this way. Go down. Don't see anything back here. Nothing or nobody in the pool. Go check the upper level. Don't see anything there. Nothing there. I don't see any other evidence, so we're down in the next driveway anyways. So, I believe we got enough to book him on breaking and entering and grand theft charges. Her, on the other hand, I've only got enough to charge her on the warrant, the narcotics warrant, and then accessory after the fact and resisting arrest. She's been charged before. Unlawful assembly, second degree murder, PCP felony, and steroids. So let's go ahead and charge her with the warrant from the narcotics division, and then accessory after the fact. And we're going to do a traffic evading arrest because she did flee in the vehicle. So also, I guess we'll do reckless driving because she was hitting my vehicle, and then battery on a police officer for striking my vehicle. Got a couple more charges out of that. he's been arrested too before, charged with 5 different things. Illegal, let's see, voluntary manslaughter. He's been charged with assault with a deadly weapon, transporting an undocumented immigrant, felony controlled substance, and illegal possession of a firearm. He's been cited a couple times too. He's also got a warrant for riot and inciting riot from the Violent Crimes Division, so we'll go ahead and charge him with the warrant. We'll charge him with resisting arrest for fleeing, and then destruction of private property, as well as burglary and grand theft. We'll go ahead and clear that. George 550 show me clear, and 21015 is being transported.
10-4, copy that.
We're not transporting them there because that's the that's the park rangers station.
Attention all units. We have a traffic alert on Clinton Avenue. Units respond code 3.
I've got 2 in custody, so we're not going to be taking that call. As a matter of fact, we're going to go unavailable for calls. George 550, I'll be 10-7. I got 2 10-15s in transport.
Great. See that? Let's get us moving next week, okay?
It's pretty close. We're 0.2 of a mile away, so we'll get over here, drop both of these guys off. We're going to take Kenneth in first.
Man, the chick's being a real hard ass. I don't give a shit.
Hey Tom, I got 2 more for you. He's got several charges to include burglary, resisting, and destruction of private property. The other one's out in my cruiser. Gotta go get her. And then we'll take her in. So
Damn civilians. It's so much easier without them.
Ain't that the truth?
Tom, here's the other one. She's in for battery on an officer, evading arrest with a vehicle, and then a warrant He's got a warrant too, so he's being booked on that as well.
Another one of my cases got shit canned. Now how am I supposed to get overtime?
George 550, I'm 10-8, both 10-15s dropped off.
Roger.
I'm gonna run the cruiser around back here to the garage. We'll just pick up a marked car
I've been going to Libby's on Howard.
to continue patrol, so.
I feel like going to a movie.
You know?
Really? Get in the car and turn it off. We're available now. Leave the car there, the cruiser there, to get the damage fixed, so. We're going to pick up this marked cruiser here. Let's see if we can add these, because there's ALPRs, but I don't know. Enable or disable is num 5.
On Route 68.
There we go. Oh, we've got the ALPRs. I like that. So we're still going to identify as George 550, but we're going to be in this cruiser here. He's not got a helmet on, does he? Does he have a helmet? He's got a helmet, doesn't he? Yeah. So I don't know. Well, George 550, I attempted to stop on a bike. He's fleeing. And he's currently off-road, so he just 1050'd. I'll be out at one at gunpoint.
You moron.
George 550, I'll be right on the city-county border on Elgin Ave. You go 11015. Can you run a 27 on a Billy Baker? Boy, Alpha King Edward Romeo. Date of birth 10/16 of 66. 10-4. Be out on a vehicle search as well. Get a 1031 for the bike.
You got to be fucking kidding.
Mr. Baker, you got anything on you that's gonna stick me or poke me? I tried to pull you over back there for running a red light, and you took off. You do realize you got a warrant, don't you? That's why you took off.
Get in the car and
Nothing
behave.
on him, so it looks like we're picking him up on evading and then the warrant, so. Let me back off into the grass here. We'll run his arrest report. He's got a narcotics warrant. He's been charged with controlled substance, grand theft firearm, and LSD. So 2 controlled substances. We're just picking him up today on the evading, reckless driving for striking, a civilian auto. Driving the wrong way. And then the warrant for arrest, so. George 550, show me 1017 to precinct 107. Not available for calls.
Looking good, honey.
Hey, sexy alpha.
Hey, look, it's fuckface.
Alright, Tom, got another one for you. This one's got a warrant as well. He's got evading charges, reckless driving, and driving the wrong way attached as well. There's the arrest report. So,
Time is only a decade away.
George 550, I'm 10-8.
Roger.
10-15's dropped off. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to end the patrol for this episode of LSPDFR. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell to know when I post or go live again. And subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you guys later.